top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great way to start this game, and one of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that. They've got better athletes than you've got up front, and you saw it early in this game today.
Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. There he goes! Open it up! Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So Oklahoma's offense will go to work for the first time. Charles Woodson, Travis Hunter, though I know he was a great receiver too, really made their name on defense. Breaks into the open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown Sooners!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Messer. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era, but certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But Jesse, after today, there can only be 1-1.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen passes, it just never developed. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He's going to get loose. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Looking for room. It's Robinson. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. The Sooners are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They've got the screen set up. Oh, he got loose. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. The give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners! These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get 1st downs and hopefully move the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Looks it in at the 40. And there he goes. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Oh, zone for the score. And the extra point makes it 28-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Williams looking for a man. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds a man on the left. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Here we go. Rides to back and leaves it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Sooners have moved it inside the 20. Gives it on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Robinson. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Number 29, set to advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They go to the ground. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hauls it in at the 40. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. It'll be a draw. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the second.
Got enough space. Down Oklahoma. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Kentucky, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. And will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Back to pass, it's Bowling. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's and 11.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The run from the shotgun. At the 20, he's got space. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming.
The kick is good.
Never a... right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll go to the counter play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Boley. Pucks it out of the air. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Snatches it on the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Kentucky sends out the punting unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Here's the punt high into the air. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. He'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st and 10 for the offense. Williams will pass. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He turns it loose to the left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Sooners line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work, and the returner will be knocked down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to fire to the left. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now they'll run the draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. To the ground to try to move the chains. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Going with the counter play here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Sooners will punt this one away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gonna run it. It's Wilcox. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Boley. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Kentucky will be forced to punt.
Number 10 in punt formation to kick it away.
Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Got the first down, looking for more. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Tight end now in motion. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely center cut. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The give to the tailback. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Looking for space, it's Wilcox. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Here's a heat. Time running out. He goes down at the 34. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Man down on the play is the official turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Sooners are threatening in the red zone. The give as they work on that clock. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Makes the grab down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Williams looking for a man. Complete to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Oklahoma.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Gonna take a shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Inside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. The Sooners are flying down the field.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Boley. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down.
At the 43, and the Oklahoma offense will take over.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak?
Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
With the catch, it's Sategna. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got an open man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.